Hey there hunters, Lord here, back with another Monster Hunter Wilds Endgame set video. In today's video we're going to be going over an updated Endgame Sword and Shield set. This one hits 100% crit very easily and is set up as a raw build, so that way it is effective against every monster no matter what its elemental weakness is. This set is just absolutely insane. It offers a bunch of comfort as well as a ton of damage, making it a super clean option for all endgame hunts at this point in Monster Hunter Wilds. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. So first of all, let's go ahead and get the Artian weapon setup out of the way. I personally really like a paralysis Artian weapon. However, you can use blast, you could use poison, you could drop in an elemental sword and shield. Really, it doesn't matter. However, as far as your production bonus, you're going to want 3 times attack relics, and then the ideal reinforcement will be 5 attack boost. However, this is very difficult to get. I personally still haven't got it. However, I have 4 attack boost and a single sharpness boost. This is going to be very strong as well. The difference of 5 raw is not going to make all that much of a change in your overall clear times for hunts. So if you can get 3 attack, a sharpness boost, and an affinity, or 4 attack and a sharpness boost, that will work just as well. But keep an eye out for 5 attack. If you get it, great. If not, don't worry about it too much. As far as the weapon decorations go, you're going to want a critical jewel 3 and a critical jewel 2 for all 5 points to critical boost. And then personally, for more damage, I like a guardian/handicraft jewel. Gives me some extra units of white sharpness, as well as giving us plus 15% raw attack when we nail those perfect guards. However, if you're worried about sharpness, you could drop the guardian jewel for something like Master's Touch or Razor Sharp. Master's Touch will technically net you more units of white sharpness than Razor Sharp, but Razor Sharp is a little bit more consistent if you're missing out on your critical hits during your hunts. However, Razor Sharp can also come with /handicraft or /iron wall, so if you want a little bit of extra guarding, you could go for the Razor Sharp instead. I'm personally going to still recommend a Guardian combination decoration because that 15% extra damage just really can't be overlooked. For the armor, we're going to start off with the Fulgur Anjanath Beta head with a Mighty Jewel slotted in, the Arc Vulcan Male Beta with a Challenger and another Mighty Jewel, the Guardian Arcveld Vambraces Beta. The 3 level 1 slots are ultimately up to you. You could drop in Shockproof if you're running multiplayer. However, flinch-free level 1 comes on the legs of this set. So as long as your teammates are running Shockproof in multiplayer, you technically don't have to. You could drop in something like Divine Blessing or your Adapt Jewels, but really it's entirely up to you. We then have the Gore, Coil, and Greaves Beta slotted with a Chain, Mighty, Challenger, and 2 Sane Jewels, and we'll finish it off with the Exploiter Charm 2. All in all, this gives us crit boost at level 5, making our critical hits do 140% damage. We also have Weakness Exploit at level 5. This gives us 30% bonus affinity when we are attacking weak spots. We also get an additional 20% when attacking wounded parts. However, we do not want to count on that since wounds don't last very long. So the 100% crit you see in this set does not include that extra 20% on wounds. We then have Agitator at level 4, which gives us plus 16 raw attack and 10% affinity when the monster is enraged. We have Offensive Guard at level 3 for plus 15% attack whenever we nail those perfect guards, which is super easy to do with Sword and Shield. We have Max Might level 3, so when our stamina is full, we have 30% additional affinity. Antivirus level 3 couples with the 2-piece of Gore Magala's Tyranny, which gives us Black Eclipse 1. So anytime we are in combat with a large monster, we will automatically be inflicted with the Frenzy. Antivirus level 3 makes the Frenzy easier to clear. And then when we clear the Frenzy, we will have 25% additional critical chance, which is super nice for helping us hit that 100% mark. Constitution 2 comes free on the set. We're not too worried about that. Handicraft level 1 is in my combination decoration in the weapon. We then have Shock Absorber level 1, Burst level 1, and Flinch Free level 1. Now the reason we're going for Agitator 4 and Burst 1 and not something like Agitator 5 or Burst level 5 is because Burst is a very front-loaded skill, and what that means is that it is much more efficient to drop in just a single level of Burst and couple it up with our other damage skills that you see here. It will overall lead to more attack than going for just 5 levels of Burst or 5 levels of Agitator. Burst level 5 is only plus 18 attack, Agitator level 5 is plus 20, but by coupling up 1 level of Burst with 4 levels of Agitator, we get 24 raw attack, which is more than either of those 2 skills alone at max level, and we still get 10% crit from Agitator. So overall, this is just a more efficient combination of skills to give us a higher raw damage. Now currently with what we have available in the set builder, this set is showing it hits for 593 effective raw, or EFR. If you're not quite sure what that is, you can check out my video going over EFR, that'll be linked in the top right now. After we've cleared the frenzy, enraged the monster, and we are attacking weak spots, we will have 100% affinity, meaning that all of our attacks will be doing 40% more damage than non-critical hits, which is super, super important for getting those fast clear times and doing as much damage as we possibly can. This set is easily one of my favorites in the game right now. Sword and Shield is a beast in Wilds. I really like the changes they've made. It goes really great with the Corrupted Mantle, and the nice thing is you don't need the Corrupted Mantle in order to hit 100% crit, but it is an additional 30% affinity for 2 minutes, so if you're struggling to keep Max Might or Antivirus or Agitator up, it's a great way to supplement a little bit of extra attack and affinity. Using your triangle or Y combos will allow you to hit double, as you can see in much of the background footage. The Corrupted Mantle is just extremely strong. It's better than every other mantle in the game currently. You really should be using it, but the nice thing about this set is that we are not reliant on the Corrupted Mantle, so it is just an additive bonus on top of a very strong set. If you'd like to have a more in-depth look at everything there is in this set, as far as strengths and weaknesses, some notes that I've made, and much, much more, I will leave a link to my max roll planner down in the description, as well as in the pinned comment. They have a great set planner over there, as well as a bunch of other resources for Monster Hunter Wilds. If you don't want to constantly have to open, close, and reopen this video in order to see the entire set, you can just go ahead and head down to that max roll link, again in the description or pinned comment, and have it up at all times. Their planner's great. I'm a huge fan, and I would definitely recommend just having that up on a tab so that way you can easily reference it anytime you're working on making the set. So that's going to do it for today's video. Wanted to keep it short and sweet for you guys. So if you did enjoy, be sure to drop a like down below to support the video completely for free. If you're new to my channel, new to Monster Hunter, or if you like set videos just like this one, then do be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be continuing to cover Monster Hunter Wilds as the game progresses. We're going to have a bunch of great sets for you guys. We've got a title update coming next month, so we'll have some awesome sets covered then. I also do all sorts of guides, tutorials, and informative videos covering Monster Hunter. So again, if any of that sounds interesting to you, the best way to never miss an upload is to be subscribed. So with all that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for getting me to 30,000 subscribers. It's very surreal, and I'm very humbled by your support. I hope you all have a great day, and happy hunting.